Neon is finally being nerfed, and it's an understatement to say the community's happy about it. She's been running it down in every ranked match, like the server owner. I think we can all agree she needed some tuning at the very least. However, looking at all the nerfs she's about to receive, I can't help but feel she's going to end up worse than what she was before her buff. And that's a huge problem for the agent, especially considering how little she was played before, both in ranked and in professional play. So what are the nerfs exactly? Let's start with the elephant in the room. Neon will no longer have complete accuracy while sliding. This change was almost guaranteed, and I'm sure most players saw it coming. After all, her slide accuracy has been one of the most hotly debated aspects of her kit since the buff, and a common complaint across the entire community. That being said, while I can admit the nerf is warranted, I don't believe it truly solves the frustration of dying to a slide in Neon. Let's think about it. When you're outgunned by a Neon sliding and landing a one-tap headshot, it might feel annoying, but at least you know there was some skill involved. Proper aim and proper timing. But by removing the accuracy entirely, Riot has introduced something far worse: randomness. Now when Neon slides, her shots are going to rely more on luck than skill, and in a game that prides itself on the emphasis of precise gunplay, that feels like a step in the wrong direction. Dying to something that's purely RNG doesn't feel fair in a tactical shooter like Valorant. You can't even blame yourself for misplaying, or give credit to your opponents for outskilling you, it's just luck. For a game built around rewarding precision and mechanics, this change feels like a strange choice. Sure, it might address the community's complaints on paper, but in practice, it could create more frustration in the long run. Neon's ultimate is also getting nerfed, with its cost increasing from 7 to 8 orbs, and its duration being shortened. Riot's reasoning for this is that they want players to use it more intentionally, and honestly, I think this is a smart change. The previous duration did feel a little bit too long, especially with the ability to refresh it on kills. This change makes Overdrive feel more balanced while still rewarding players who use it effectively. It's still a strong ultimate, but now you will need to pop it at a proper time and make sure to get your value faster. Overall, it's a fair tweak that keeps her ultimate impactful without feeling overpowered. Finally, the last nerf Riot gave Neon is the removal of one of her slides, on top of the accuracy reduction while sliding. Honestly, I just don't understand this change whatsoever. Why would anyone want to play Neon now? Before she became meta, she was rarely picked, and that was back when she had 2 stuns. Now she's reduced to 1 stun, 1 slide that's partially luck based by the way. Why would you even pick Neon now when you could opt for Raze, Jet or Euro, who are all strong and reliable duelists in their own ways? To be clear, I think some of these changes are good and help address legitimate concerns of the community. The accuracy nerf while sliding, for example, is understandable. But removing the second slide altogether feels unnecessary, especially when she's already losing so much of her previous strength. It feels like Riot is overcorrected, and I can't help but wonder if these changes will send Neon back to never being picked again. They could have easily made all these other adjustments while still keeping your 2 slides, which helped define her unique and aggressive playstyle. But what do you think? Was removing the second slide a necessary step, or did Riot go just a little bit too far with this nerf? Now that Neon has been nerfed, it seems likely the duelist meta will shift back to Raze and Jet dominating, with some Euro sprinkled in there. While I love all 3 of these agents, the lack of diversity in the duelist pool makes the game feel very repetitive. Neon brought a unique, fast-paced playstyle that kept things fresh and exciting to watch. Her absence will be noticeable. Fortunately, agents like Reyna, Phoenix and ISO will most likely see more playtime thanks to their recent buffs, and of course people not playing as much Neon. Which I think Riot handled perfectly by the way. Their buffs added much more diversity into the game without overtuning, which is exactly what the game needs. But I worry Neon's nerfs will make her fall far behind. Before her buffs, she was already a very rare pick, and now it's hard to see her competing with consistent powerhouses like Raze and Jet, but I hope I'm wrong and that she'll find a place in certain situations, but it's tough to imagine. For now, it feels like a step back for such a unique agent. I can see Neon receiving more changes in the future if she doesn't get played as much as the developers would like. That said, I still think you can make her work even if she's not a part of the meta. It just depends on whether you've taken the time to practice and truly master her kit. Anyways, that's the end of today's video. Thanks for listening to my rant, and goodbye. I'll see you in the next one.